Hi, everyone. This is Joe Francica, and welcome to another episode of the All Things Location podcast. And today I'll be going a bit off script of the 22 immutable laws of marketing, but it is an especially important topic for most all marketing organizations in geospatial tech. Today, I'm going to talk about how every company needs to be a publishing company. I was attending a conference and I was late for a session on marketing in geospatial and only caught the tail end of a discussion. But what I heard was a mostly disconsolate group of marketers not sure of how to utilize the proper forms of messaging to the market. Should they do newsletters? Should they start a podcast? Should they consider tweeting regularly? Should they do webinars? And is that useful? They were ready to throw in the towel. My advice to them, as well as to you and all of us, is to understand that every company is a publishing company. And once everyone realizes that, then you must consider how you will utilize the proper marketing mix. And I say this as someone who ran a publishing company. I said this to my advertisers, knowing full well that the content they create may well be in competition. In geospatial world, Esri is obviously the winner, but it was a slow buildup of activity that germinated over a long time horizon. But companies should not be deterred because it is easier than ever to publish. However, the most important thing to commit is to commit to the process. When I was editor of Directions Magazine, we broadcast a weekly podcast for 8 years. That's right, 8 years. And it took time. And if you're going to do a newsletter, for example, be prepared to publish weekly or monthly or whatever cadence you decide to commit to. But commit and don't stop. The same with a podcast series, the same with webinars. If you can't commit, it's going to fail. But a key to success is to dedicate a staff member who's incentivized this and it's part of their job. So make sure you dedicate somebody, because something else is always going to take precedent. But also remember it has a purpose. Every activity in the marketing process has a purpose, and it's generally to drive a specific outcome. It could be branding, but a particularly important thing is to make it a driver of sales. So to that end, whatever you do, newsletters or podcasts or webinars, always include a call to action. You've got a captive audience, don't lose them. So my call to action is to subscribe to the Location Intelligence newsletter. Go to locationintelligence.us/blog, and you'll be able to sign up there. Again, thanks. This is Joe Francica for the All Things Location podcast. And remember, knowing where is knowing everything. Thanks. Take care.